Look, I don't want to hold y'all up long. I just want to get straight to it, right? So, when I got arrested April 24th, 2023, at Inglewood City Hall, I got the police report. They gave it to me redacted. I was able to get it unredacted. And I just want to let y'all read what they say happened from their point of view. And then y'all go back and watch the arrest video on my page and y'all tell me if they lying or not. I see plenty of lies.
On Monday, April 24th, 2023, at approximately 1205 hours, Officer Oliver, #1031, and I, Officer Stringfellow, #1023, responded to 1W Manchester Boulevard, City Hall, regarding a suspicious subject call. The call text stated a male black subject wearing a black mask, black and red sweater, black pants, holding a blue folder, was previously filming on the second floor of City Hall investigation. Prior to our arrival, the subject, later identified as arrestee James Nelson, was contacted by IOs, investigating officers, including Sergeant Chocano, number 950, on the first floor at City Hall regarding a 602 PC investigation. Nelson was standing in the center foyer of the first floor and was wearing a black, red-colored hooded sweater, black jeans and a black mask that covered his face. The aforementioned clothing matched the description of the subject in the call text. Furthermore, Nelson was holding a black-colored cell phone in his hand with the rear lens facing IO's video recording the incident. Sergeant Chocano told Nelson several times that he needed to leave the premises or he was going to be placed under arrest. Nelson was advised by IOs he was currently trespassing and advised to leave the premises. Nelson, however, refused. Nelson was then placed under arrest for trespassing. We then made contact with Security Officer Ervin, number 9540936, who told us the following. Security Officer Ervin's statement. Ervin stated on Monday, April 24th, 2023, at approximately 1130 hours. She was in the foyer area on the first floor of Inglewood City Hall. Ervin stated as a security officer, her job is to screen visitors and verify if they have business at the premises and allow access as needed. Ervin stated the first floor of City Hall is open to the public, however. The subsequent floors, 2 to 10, are restricted access areas and only accessible to individuals who have official business on those floors, which include and not limited to parking ticket disputes, appointments, etc. In order to be granted access to floors 2 to 10, the individual would need to state their form of business to Ervin, and thus they would be granted access to the restricted areas through the elevator via Ervin's key fob. Ervin stated at approximately 1130 hours Nelson entered the front lobby where Nelson contacted her at the front desk. Ervin stated Nelson signed the sign-in sheet and stated in substance he wanted to go to the second floor. Ervin said she did not ask Nelson the reason for his business and assumed it was pursuant to a parking enforcement matter. Ervin said she walked with Nelson toward the elevators and using her key fob, granted Nelson access to the second floor. Approximately several minutes later, Nelson returned to the first floor where he then asked to be granted access to the third floor of City Hall. Ervin asked Nelson his reason, in which Ervin stated Nelson told her he wanted to go to every floor, walk around and film it. Ervin said she told Nelson he is not allowed access to any of the above floors unless he has official business on the premise. Ervin said Nelson stated in substance, "Well, I am not going to leave until I go to every floor and film it." Ervin stated she contacted Emry Ward, who is the public safety supervisor for Mayor James T. Butts. Ward responded to the first floor and made contact with Nelson. Investigation continued. Ward's statement. Ward stated in substance, he was contacted by front desk security regarding an individual who was requesting to roam in the restricted areas of Inglewood City Hall. Upon responding to the first floor, Ward contacted Nelson and explained to him that business needed to be conducted on the subsequent floors in order to be granted access and that he was not allowed to roam the floors and videotape. Ward stated Nelson subsequently became agitated and loud. Ward asked Nelson to leave, however he refused. Ward stated he and his staff felt threatened and fearful of Nelson's behavior. Due to Nelson's agitated behavior, Ward had to remove several security guards from their post to deal with Nelson, which interfered with City Hall operations. Ward stated he then contacted Inglewood police for further assistance, in which Nelson was subsequently arrested. Ward completed and signed a private person's arrest form placing Nelson under arrest. Nelson was placed under arrest for 602.1 B.P.C. trespassing. Injury and medical treatment, none. Photographs, none. Booking, we walked and booked Nelson to the Inglewood Police Jail for trespassing. Property, evidence, based on the fact that Nelson was filming. We seized and booked Nelson's phone into Inglewood police property, which may contain video evidence of the crime when Sergeant Chocano advised him to leave. IO notes, upon conducting an inquiry on Nelson's information using department resources, it was discovered Nelson was currently on probation for weapons charges. We contacted Nelson's probation officer, Timothy Bentley, 424-454-5631, who stated he will speak with Nelson when he sees him. We submitted the private person's arrest form to Inglewood Police Records.
So tell me what y'all think. You can see Emry Ward lied about asking me to leave. He said he was in fear for him and his staff, so he had to remove other officers from their position to come and deal with me. But if you see in the video, he left them alone with me and went back upstairs until the police came. You can see where the security officer said that she didn't ask me what my business was and she just assumed it was for tickets. You can clearly see she asked me where I was going, how many floors, showed me the information, and made sure I gave her a floor before she even gave me access. You can just see they lied all over the report. Just y'all watch it and tell me what y'all think, man.